What is up, everybody? It's Monday morning. Alright, so last night I finally finished all of the endings of Nier Automata. And let me tell you, I bought a lot of games this year. I bought Neo, I bought Horizon, I bought I bought a lot of shit this year. But let me just say this. I already predict that even though there's a lot of games coming out this year, and I am going to get a lot of them, I predict no game is going to possibly top Nier Automata as my personal game of the year. And let me explain why that is. When I played this game the first time, it shocked me because the game was not over after you beat it, and there was more, and I really wanted to know more. And I'm not going to spoil anything in this game, this review, but basically, I don't know how to explain it. You know, like, Hideo Kojima kind of does these things in games where he kind of just blows your mind, and it ends up drawing you more into the game. The only way I can fucking explain what Yoko Taro did with this game is that by the end sequence of this game, first of all, the final battle sequence is fucking awesome. Like, if you're worried about the final boss sequence sucking, it doesn't. But there's a sequence of events, a final sequence, that I think only Yoko Taro would have put into his game. And let me just leave it at this. Like, basically, I don't usually cry playing games, you know what I mean? I cried a little bit playing Final Fantasy, but like, I don't usually cry when playing games. Usually I have emotional resolve, but like, fuck, man. When I was playing this game, I was crying and laughing at the same time. I was laughing out loud with tears running down my face. That's the reaction that Nier Automata, the final ending, got out of me. And it's just so strange to me how someone can make a game about androids fighting robots 9,000 years in the future, and it ends up being a work of art that, like, reaffirms your faith in the human spirit somehow. I don't know how that is. I don't know how the fuck Yoko Taro managed to do that. But man, let me just say this. For the rest of my life, I am never going to forget Nier Automata. And let me be clear, like, I have a fairly busy life in terms of, like, family stuff. I got an exam on reinforced concrete tomorrow. I gotta do a project on alternative energies development. I gotta do a lab on, like, fucking soil compression. I gotta do a lot of different shit. Like, my life is pretty busy. So the time when I can spend with games, just, you know, playing games for fun, I end up valuing it a lot, because it helps to keep me sane away from all that hard work and shit that I do away from fucking games. But man, I just want to say, like, thank you Square Enix, thank you Platinum Games, thank you Yoko Taro, thank you to all the producers of this game. I do want to make a full review of this thing, but it's going to take work, it's going to take time to really explain why Nier Automata, in my opinion, is not just the best Square Enix game ever made. It's game of the year 2017. It's a game that even when, in the future, when another game comes out that kind of like is a work of art on the same scale as Nier Automata, has awesome gameplay like this, still I will always remember Nier Automata. I will always remember the experience of playing this game. I could be on my fucking deathbed, and I might think of this game. Like, I don't know how else to fucking say it, because, like, that's how deep of an impact on, like, my whole being, my whole state of mind, the way I look at life in general, the way I think about things like artificial intelligence or the future of humanity. It's all been changed. And not even that, but you don't have to think about such far-off science fiction concepts. So much of the core basis of this story is just the relationships between people, the connections we share between one another, and just how finite our lives as human beings are, and how frail it is, and just the fact that, you know, before you know it, we could all be gone. I don't know how. I'm gonna make a full review soon. It's not gonna be in time for the game to come out because it's gonna take too long. But all I want to say is that I've seen every ending of Nier Automata. This is one of the best games I've ever played in my life. I'm never going to forget this game. One of the best soundtracks, one of the best art designs, gameplay, characters. All I could say is that this was one of the best games I ever played in my life. And if my review does not come in time, within the next week, because I'm going to be busy, I'm going to make this review, but if my review does not come out, just please buy Nier Automata. Please support this game. This game needs love. Thanks for watching. I'm Mike Muhammad.